If terrible nuisance streamers getting what they deserved was on your 2026 bucket list, then boy oh boy, you should be belated, because we have yet another addition to this list. Starting with Jack Doherty and Johnny Somali getting what they deserved, we have this guy now. His name is Dalton Etherly, otherwise known as Chud the Builder online. Like his name suggests, he's a Chud incel loser. This guy can't do anything other than speak racist words, which is what his whole shtick is. That's who he is as a streamer, and I'm pretty sure as a person, because his whole live stream is just him walking around while being recorded, going up to black people and other people saying some fucking racist shit, and then running away like a little bitch. Well, this time, he can't run, because the long arm of the law has finally caught up with him, and he is going to prison for attempted murder. Let me say that again. This guy is going to jail for attempted murder. He is being held on $1.25 million bond. That is a massive fucking bond. Like, bigger than anything I've ever seen in at least a good while besides David. And you have to be a true piece of shit to get this kind of bond against you. I mean, we all know this guy. We know who he is. Well, actually, why am I even lying? I don't know who this fucker is. I have no idea who this stupid ass is. I literally just got told about him by the news because he was an online presence, had some sort of an online goofy presence that is now finally being made fun of, and he's going to prison for it. So what am I even saying? I don't know who this guy is.
New this morning, a live streamer known for racist, derogatory content and antagonizing people in public is now facing an attempted murder charge after a confrontation between he and another man ended with both being wounded by gunfire. Both men are expected to survive. Now, the shooting happened outside a Tennessee courthouse in Clarksville. The 28-year-old social media influencer Dalton Etherly is also charged with theft in a prior case from Nashville. Authorities did not identify the other person involved or what led to the shooting, but Etherly is known for posting rage bait content, repeatedly using racial slurs and challenging people to fight him.
So she pretty much summed up everything I said, the whole attempted murder charge and blah blah blah, but she added a few key details in there. In fact, that he got arrested previously a few days before all of this happened because he tried to dine and dash for nearly $400 worth of food. Now, I can understand you wanting to dine and dash for something petty, but $400 is a crazy amount to be spending at a random restaurant. Not to mention the fact that not only was he trying to dine and dash, but he was live streaming in there, and the staff told him, no, you can't live stream in here, please stop. He grew fucking mad. He got 1930s whistle angry and started charging his ultimate and just using it everywhere. Now, this guy, we all know from this description, he's a fucking loser. He's a piece of shit asshole. We all know this now. I have no idea who this guy is. I haven't even heard of him before I heard this story. At first, he just looked like some random white guy that was just happened to be arrested. Attempted murder charge, big whoop. But then I obviously heard, oh, influencer. Big time live streamer. Well, I don't know if they said that, but still. And obviously everybody hates the rage bait content, dude. There's nothing good that comes out of it. Rage baiting for no good reason at all. That is not good content. It's not funny. Don't do it, especially if you're going to be racist. There's no need for racism. Do other content. You're seriously that uninteresting that you can't do any other content and resort to just being racist in public because it's your constitutional right. That is the worst use of free speech I have seen in a long, long time. This guy is just the epitome of what is wrong with the internet and the world in general. People so quickly to just resort to racism rather than actually talking and just insulting each other instead of doing something about a problem. Except this guy just does it for fun. This guy is the worst, I gotta say. She also said at the end of that news clip that he would invite people to fight him. Brother, this guy would get snapped like a twig if he got in an actual fight. And I'm sure if he actually has gotten in a fight, because I've never seen this guy's content ever, but I can get the gist. This is pretty much the white version of Johnny Somali. It's just not good content, so I can imagine what it looks like. But if this guy actually got into a fight, he'd end up just like Johnny Somali, on the fucking pavement looking like the Peter Griffin when he's hurt. It's just not good. This guy's never won a fight in his entire life. He would get snapped like a twig. And not to mention that, now that he's going to prison, he was using his ultimate move on these level 1 NPC characters. Now that he's he's going to jail for a long time probably. He's going to be facing nothing but boss battles in there. After they figure out what you're in for, being racist and doing all that stuff, they're gonna have quite the time with your ass. Literally. Because not only will they kick it, but they'll also do some other stuff to it, you know? Guy's gotta do what he's gotta do in prison, you know? That's just, you know, that's what happens, man. But seriously, this guy's not gonna survive a day in prison. This guy's soft as baby shit, okay? This guy has never wanted to fight in his entire life. So, I really do wish him good luck in jail. It's not going to end well for him. I don't think he deserves to walk free for at least the next several years. Like, this guy really needs to pay for what he's done and pay for that stupid ass dine and dash attempt that he had. Just thinking, all of that could have been solved, and he probably would have gotten away with it too had he not been live streaming. Like, it was pretty much himself that got caught. He is the reason why he is such an asshole. I know, right? Huge take right there. He's the reason. His accountability is crazy. He's facing the consequences of his actions. Holy shit. Accountability, something you can't even come across these days. Finally, it's happening. But just another pathetic streamer that's going down the river for presumably a long time. Attempted murder is no joke. And like you said, they got into an altercation outside a Tennessee courthouse, I believe is where it was. And they haven't identified the other guy. They both have sustained gun-related injuries. So I can only assume that the other guy might get charged as well, maybe with a lesser charge, but I can only assume that they're probably gonna both go to jail. So maybe they'll be in the same cell together. They'll be roomies. So we can only say from here, this guy's a real pathetic loser. I'm glad it's happening to him. He deserves every bit of punishment he's getting. And yeah, another one bites the dust. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I hope to catch you in the next one.